The Drowning Boy. Jason Voorhees began not as the hulking, hockey-masked corpse we all know today, but as a bullied, deformed child left to die in the most American way possible: negligence at summer camp. Imagine this. You're a kid already cursed by nature's cruelty, your head misshapen, your body weak, and the one place that's supposed to be fun, supposed to be safe, lets you sink beneath the surface of a filthy lake while teenagers are too busy hooking up. That's Jason's origin story. He drowned in isolation, mocked into silence, forgotten in water so still it became his coffin. But he didn't really drown, did he? Because Jason is less a boy and more the concept of resentment turned into a revenant. His childhood tragedy calcified into an eternal excuse for murder. The boy never left the lake. He's still there, crying somewhere under the weeds. What clawed back to the surface wasn't a child, it was hunger. Hunger for revenge, for blood, for the endless punishment of youth who dared to laugh and live where he died. That's what makes Jason's origin so vile. It's pitiful and horrific at the same time. You want to feel sorry for him, this kid abandoned, left to rot, but the sympathy gets smothered the second he splits someone in half with a machete. Jason isn't asking for understanding. He's asking you to drown with him. The mother's wrath. Before Jason ever swung a machete, his mother did the killing for him. Pamela Voorhees, camp cook turned vigilante, became the angel of death for Crystal Lake. It's almost Shakespearean. The grieving mother slashing camp counselors because they failed her son. You can practically hear her whispering to Jason in the soil, "Don't worry, baby, mommy's here." Pamela isn't just the spark of Jason's curse. She's the template. She kills in his name, carves up teenagers with the fury of maternal instinct gone septic. And when she's finally beheaded by a would-be survivor, Jason rises from the mud like an avenging ghost to continue her mission. Think about that. Jason isn't just avenging his own death. He's avenging her death, avenging his. A recursive nightmare of blood. Every swing of his blade is like a love letter to mommy. It's grotesque. It's Freudian. It's laughably Oedipal. But it explains everything. Jason isn't just a slasher. He's a mama's boy whose grief metastasized into generational murder. And that's the most chilling detail. Pamela's voice never leaves him. Even in later films, he hears her. He sees her. Every victim he butchers is, in his mind, mommy clapping from the afterlife. The lake didn't drown Jason. It baptized him in his mother's vengeance. The hockey mask. The hockey mask is more than just Jason's face. It's the most accidental branding in horror history. He didn't even start with it. Early Jason wore a burlap sack, stumbling around like a murderous scarecrow. But when the mask showed up in Friday the 13th Part 3, it locked into place. Suddenly Jason wasn't just a killer, he was the killer. Think about it. Hockey is already violent. It's about blades, sticks, smashing bodies against ice. Jason took that symbol of sports aggression and turned it into a death mask. The blankness of it, the holes like empty eyes, the chipped plastic. There's nothing human left underneath. When you see that mask, you don't think of athletes. You think of teenagers screaming in cabins while blood paints the walls. And here's the kicker. The mask is emotionless. No eyebrows, no expressions, no subtlety, just the void. It makes Jason terrifying because there's no way to read him. You can't beg, can't plead. He's already erased himself behind that mask. And when he tilts his head, oh God, that tilt. It's like a dog curious about a dying bird. Pure, clinical curiosity about your pain. The mask isn't just protection. It's Jason's final erasure. The boy drowned. The mother avenged. What's left wears plastic to remind you that he is no one. And no one cannot be stopped. The camp curse. Camp Crystal Lake itself is practically Jason's accomplice. The water is always still. The cabin's always rotting. The counselor's always horny. It's less a summer camp and more a ritual stage where youth lines up like cattle for Jason's harvest. And every time someone tries to reopen it, you know they'll end up bleeding on the pine needles. Jason isn't just defending territory. He is the territory. The lake is his womb. The forest his bloodstream. The cabin's his mausoleum. You don't walk into Crystal Lake. You walk into his circulatory system. And you don't come out intact. The cursed camp is a warning sign humanity refuses to read. Every film starts with someone saying, We'll fix it up. It'll be different this time. And then Jason cuts through them like wet tissue paper. The place is eternal recurrence, sin, lust, neglect, followed by slaughter. It's almost biblical. Crystal Lake isn't a location, it's purgatory with mosquitoes. And Jason is its angel, punishing anyone foolish enough to think they can have fun where a boy once drowned. You can leave town, move states, grow old, but the legend of Camp Crystal Lake follows like mildew. It sticks to you. Because Jason isn't just in the woods, he's in the culture. In the collective fear of lakeside cabins everywhere. The kill style. Jason doesn't just kill people. He performs it. Each death is like a chef's special at a restaurant nobody survives. Machetes, axes, arrows, pitchforks, sauna rocks, if it exists. Jason can turn it into an execution method. He is the MacGyver of murder. Except instead of saving the day, he makes sure the day ends with a corpse count. There's no single pattern, no comfort in predictability. One victim gets gutted with surgical precision. Another gets folded in half like a lawn chair. Some are quick, others dragged out to wring every ounce of terror. His brutality feels less like a strategy and more like improvisational jazz. Jason is the Miles Davis of slaughter, silent, experimental, unstoppable. And yet, there's a ritualistic weight to it. He doesn't kill because he enjoys it. He kills because he must. It's instinct, like a shark circling blood, like gravity pulling objects down. The creativity is just garnish, the inevitability is the real horror. Every single scream at Crystal Lake echoes with the same moral. Once Jason's found you, your body is already future fertilizer. The resurrection. Jason dies a lot, shot, stabbed, burned, hanged, drowned again. And every single time, he just gets back up. He's like the slasher version of Wile E. Coyote. Except the anvil never works. No matter how many times people think they've killed him, he returns, stronger, uglier, angrier. The turning point is Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. When lightning literally resurrects his corpse like a Frankenstein monster. From then on, he isn't even pretending to be human. He's a zombie tank with a machete. And that undead status makes him transcendent. He's not bound by mortality anymore. Shoot him in the head? He shrugs. Blow him up? He pulls himself together like wet clay. Jason doesn't just resist death, he rewrites it. That's what makes him mythic. You can't bury trauma. You can't drown guilt. And you sure as hell can't kill Jason Voorhees. His existence is a cycle. An eternal return. He is punishment that never tires. Vengeance that doesn't rot. The real curse isn't that he's alive, it's that he'll never stop being alive. The pop culture monster. Jason isn't just a horror character anymore, he's an icon. Hockey masks at Halloween parties? Jason. Campfire jokes about cursed lakes? Jason. Even people who've never seen a Friday the 13th movie know that mask. That machete. That name. He's transcended narrative, becoming the shorthand for slasher itself. But here's the nightmare nobody talks about. Jason is the most honest reflection of American horror. He's the working-class killer. No supernatural wit like Freddy. No philosophical sermons like Pinhead, just blunt, brutal punishment meted out with farm tools and muscle. He's the kind of monster you can imagine dragging you out of your own backyard barbecue. That makes him terrifying, because he doesn't feel distant. He feels close. Merchandise, parody, video games, Jason has spread like a fungus across media. But no amount of commercialization has softened him. He's still the drowned boy. Still the Avenger. Still the walking corpse of Crystal Lake. Every reboot, every sequel just proves one thing. Jason cannot be erased. Even culture itself can't kill him. Jason Voorhees isn't a villain anymore. He's a ritual. A cycle we keep telling and retelling. Because somewhere deep down, we need him. We need the mask, the machete, the scream in the woods. He is inevitability dressed in blood. He is horror's folk hero. And horror's folk heroes never die.